Hello everybody and welcome to the very first Vintage Fans and More how-to video to be filmed in this space. It's been a while since my last one and I'm working on a whole new format for these videos. So this one is a little bit experimental, but I hope you all enjoy it. Today I'm showing you how to install the very unique Orchid from Casablanca Fan Company. This fan is unusual in that it comes with the blades already assembled to the motor straight out of the box. I was pulling this fan out for another project. If you're a regular viewer, you're going to be seeing what that project is in an upcoming vlog. But since I was going to be assembling it anyways, I thought now would be a perfect time to do an installation video. So without any further delay, we'll go back to the start and I'll show you how to get the Orchid on the ceiling. Before you begin, turn off power at the breaker or fuse. Open the box. If you're using a knife, be careful to not cut too deep. I prefer to take all the contents out of the box, laying them out to make sure everything is present. Consult with the manual to ensure you have everything you need and all the tools required. With all parts accounted for, return to the motor. It doesn't hurt to leave the motor sitting in the styrofoam packaging to avoid damage. Remove the orange caution label and loosen the set screw. Be sure that the set screw is not interfering with the downrod threads. Unbundle the lead wires and make them as straight as possible. Next, find the downrod and adapter cover. Slide the adapter cover over the downrod and keep nearby. Gather the lead wires together, preparing to feed them through the downrod. Twisting or taping the ends of the wires together helps aid in this process and avoids frustration. Insert the wires through the threaded end of the downrod. On the opposite end is an interior pin dividing the rod in half. Ensure all three wires are on the same side of this pin to avoid coiling of the wires as the downrod is threaded in. Twist the downrod in until snug. If you encounter resistance within the first few turns, ensure that the set screw is not interfering with the downrod threads. And tighten the set screw, then ensure it's well secured with pliers. Next, find the canopy. Insert the wires through the canopy and slide it over the downrod, allowing it to rest on the adapter cover. I typically do not trim the lead wires on my fans to keep them in like new condition, but now is the time to do so if you would prefer to. So I'm using a sample prop to demonstrate. Cut off the excess wire, leaving approximately 8 to 12 inches exiting the top end of the downrod. Cutting the wires too short can make installation extremely difficult, so be sure to leave plenty of length behind. Re-strip the ends of the wires, then you're ready to continue. We will now move to the ceiling. Locate the mounting bracket. Attach the bracket to your junction box or building structure with appropriate screws. Ceiling fans should only be mounted to boxes marked suitable for ceiling fan support. If you are in any doubt regarding your electrical infrastructure, contact a qualified electrician. If any wiring is in the way, push it aside to make way for the fan. Lift the entire motor assembly into the bracket and ensure that the ball seats firmly in the socket. Locate the blue remote receiver. Begin wiring. If you have an additional wire for separate light control, cap it and tuck it into the box. Next, locate the two green ground wires, one on the fan and one on the mounting bracket. These go with bare copper or green from the ceiling box. Push the wires out of the way for the time being. Next, take the receiver and hook the black wire from the receiver to the hot wire in the ceiling box, typically black or red. Next, gather all the neutrals. White from the receiver, white from the fan, and typically white from the ceiling box. Tie all three together. Next, blue from the receiver pairs with blue from the fan. Finally, yellow from the receiver pairs with black from the fan. This will conclude all wiring at the ceiling. Place the receiver in the mounting bracket recess. Tuck and fold the wires so that they will fit inside the canopy. Since I did not cut my lead wires, I have a bit more to fit inside, but it is possible to do. Locate the hardware bag containing the canopy screws. It's marked with a red circle. Raise the canopy, taking care to not pinch any wires, and start both screws. Tighten the screws until snug. Locate the upper switch housing and the switch housing assembly screws located in the bag with 3 red lines. Begin by screwing 2 of the longer screws partially into the mounting plate on the bottom of the fan. It does not matter which screw holes you choose. Grab the upper switch housing, feed the wires through, and insert the screws onto the keyholes. Rotate to lock in place. Take the final longer screw and thread it into the remaining position on the bottom adapter plate. Tighten all 3 screws securely. Make sure that you haven't pinched any wires in the process. Remove the plastic from the light wires if you haven't already. Thread 2 of the LED assembly screws partially into the switch housing. It does not matter which positions you choose. Locate the LED assembly. Connect the single pin connectors for the LED assembly, black to blue and white to white. Lift the LED assembly and insert the screws into the keyholes. Twist to lock into place, being careful not to pinch any wires. Thread the final screw into the remaining position and tighten all 3 until secure. Locate the glass globe. Align the notches in the glass with the tabs in the LED assembly. Lift and rotate until it is held securely in place. This concludes the fan installation. At the wall control box, if you have an additional wire for separate control of lights, cap it and tuck it into the box. Connect the hot wire feeding the switch box to the hot wire feeding the fan. If you previously had a standard light switch in this location, connect the 2 wires that were connected to the switch together. Tuck the wires into the box. Locate the wall control. Connect the green ground wire from the wall control with the green or bare copper at your wall box. Tuck the wire into the box. Insert the wall control into the box, being careful not to pinch any wires, and fasten with the included screws. Install your own decorative wall plate or the plate included with the fan. Press the battery compartment for access. Install the battery as shown, then press again to re-engage the battery compartment. This concludes installation of the wall control. Once all wiring is complete, restore power to the circuit. To enable or disable light dimming, press and hold the fan power button while pressing the down light arrow twice. With the power turned back on, your Orchid installation is complete and the fan is ready to operate. If you enjoyed this video and you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so before you leave. Assuredly, there will be more videos like this coming in the future. Also, be sure to look for me all across social media as usual. All of those links will be in the description. Thank you all so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.